given here is given expression here is 14 a minus 3b whole cube minus 21p into a minus 3b, right? You see a minus 3b here, and you also see a minus 3b here. Okay, you can take them, although I have done directly in the notes, you can take them to be c, that a minus 3b is equal to c. Therefore, what is the does the given expression become? 14 c cube minus 21 p c. So these are only two terms, right? Now in these two terms, you will have to see what is the HCF of these two. First of all, 14 and 21. What is the HCF of 14 and 21? It is 7. So take out 7. And then you have a c cube here and a c here. So among c cube and c, you take the lower power of c as the HCF. So 7c you take out. So what is left after you take out 7c? From 14, you're taking out 7. So you're left with 14 divided by 7. So you get 2. From c cube, you're taking out c. So c cube divided by c is c square minus 21 divided by 7 is 3. And you're taking out c from 21 pc. So you're only left with p here, right? This is what you get. Now we put back the value of c. The value of c we had taken a minus 3. So put it back. Be mindful of the brackets. A minus 3b whole square minus 3p. So this is 7 a minus 3b. And now you expand this by a minus b whole square formula to get a square. Let me give a box bracket twice. So this is a square minus 2ab plus b square, right? So we have expanded this a minus 3b whole square, and minus 3p was there, so we write minus 3p as it is. Close the box bracket. And next we have a minus 3b twice. We have a square minus 6ab plus
Bluetooth mode.
9b square and minus 3p as it is. So this is 7 times a minus 3b, and you multiply this throughout with 2. So you have 2a square minus 12ab plus 18b square. And mind you that this 2 is only multiplied by these 3, not by this, because I have this bracket here. Okay, so be very mindful of the brackets. Minus 3p. So now you can change your box brackets to normal brackets, because you can see no like terms are here. You cannot simplify it any further. We have 2a square minus 12ab plus 18b square minus 3p. And that should be your answer. Okay. Now here in the notes, I have worked out directly. You can have a look at this also. Try to get habituated to the way I have done in the notes, because you will be requiring this. Okay. So that's it. Any explanation that you require with this, the last sum, or should it be okay if I leave this? Fine, we move on to the next one then, next exercise. The next exercise here is also grouping of terms, but here we will not group the terms without seeing. You will have to see what terms we have to group. Okay. Normally here you will have terms containing expressions containing either 4 terms or 6 terms. mostly even number of terms you will have. For example, let us say 1, 2, this problem. This expression given here is y square minus yz minus 5y plus 5z. See here, the number of terms are how many? 4. This first, second, third, fourth. So there are 4 terms here, right? Now we need to see which terms we should group. Normally what will happen is you will have to group the terms taking 2 of them together in almost all the problems. Okay, remember this. In almost all the problems, you'll be able to factorize if you take 2 terms together. Okay, 2 together. So you have 4. You can either take the first these 2 together, or you can take these 2 together, or you can take these 2 together. Okay, 2 terms together. So let's see which term we should group. First, look at the first and the second term. Look at these 2. Is there anything in common between them? Yes, there is. What is common? Y is common. So we'll group them together. We'll write them together. It already written together. Okay, so let's write it once again. Okay, now you see the third and the fourth. Is there anything common between the 2? Yes, 5 is common between the 2. HCF is there, right? So you will take them together also. Let's rewrite it. You can introduce brackets at this stage, or you can introduce brackets later. In the notes, I have introduced brackets at this step only. Okay, you can introduce brackets in the next step also. So what will happen here is from these 2, y square minus yz, you take out the HCF y. If you take out the HCF y, what are you left with here? You're left with a y here minus, and from yz, you're taking out y. That means you're dividing by y. You're only left with a z. And here you give a minus sign. HCF of these 2 here is 5. So you take out this 5. Once you take out this 5, from 5y, you're taking out 5. From 5y, you're dividing by 5. You're only left with a y. And because see, you have a plus minus sign here, and you have introduced a bracket, remember. Okay. So this plus sign will now change to a minus sign, because you see a minus sign is here outside this bracket. Okay. So be very mindful of this. Okay. Minus from 5z, if you're taking out 5, you're only left with z. Okay, so this is done. Now what will happen? Now you see I have a y minus z here, and I have a y minus z here. So what I'll do is I'll take y minus z out. This is the HCF of these 2. This is one term, and this is the other term. And the HCF of these 2 is y minus z, right? So I take out y minus z. So now from the first term, if I am taking out y minus z from this entire term, if I am taking out y minus z, I will have to divide this term by y minus z. If I divide this term by y minus z, what am I left with? Only y, isn't it? Minus, and here also I am taking out y minus z. From 5 into y minus z, I am taking out y minus z. So I am dividing by y minus z. So I'm left with a y. So now we can change this to normal brackets. So this has been factorized. This expression containing 4 terms has been factorized into 2 factors, y minus z and y minus 5. Any questions in this problem? No questions? We'll move further with the next problem then. 2-1. Given expression here is 5xy plus 7y minus 5y square minus 7x. Okay, now you see here, is there anything common between these 2? Yes, y is common. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll take y out from these 2. What are we left with? 5x plus 7, right? Now anything common between these two? Nothing is common. If nothing is common, then HCF we can take one common from these two. If I'm taking out one common, what am I left with inside? I'm left with a, if I'm taking out 1 from 5y square, I'm dividing 5y square by 1 so that I get back 5y square. And because I have introduced this minus sign outside this bracket, this sign here will change to a plus sign. And this 7x we write as it is, because 7x we divide by 1, we'll get 7x. Now see, but the problem here that you are facing here is that these two are not common. These two are not the same. Are they the same? They are not, right? So that means the term that we have grouped together is wrong. Is it absolutely clear to you that if these two are not the same, then the terms that we have grouped together are wrong. We need to change our grouping. Is there anyone who cannot understand? That means now we have to change the grouping. Okay. So we have in this, we have grouped the first and the second together. This time what we'll do is we'll group the first and the third together. Okay, so what we do is we take the first and the third together, 5xy minus 5y square. So we take the first and the third together, and we take the second and the fourth together, plus 7y minus 7x. Now we try this. Now from the first two, is there anything common? That is what is the HCF of the first two? If you see, the HCF of the first two is 5y. And from 5xy, if you are taking out 5y, you need to divide 5xy by 5y to get simply an x, minus, and 5y squared divided by 5y will be simply y, right? Plus. Now here, from these two, from second and from third and the fourth, you see that 7 is the HCF of the two. So we take out 7. And from 7y, if you're taking out 7, you're only left with a y. And from 7x, you're taking out 7, you're only left with an x. Now see, are these two the same? These two are not still the same, but one advantage is there, that you see y here has a negative sign and y here has a positive sign. X here has a positive sign, x here has a negative sign, which means that it is essentially the same, they only differ in the sign. So when you will come across this kind of a situation where these two are not the same, but they differ only in the sign, what you will do here is you will write the first one as it is, and this plus sign that you have taken here outside the bracket, you will convert this to a minus sign, right? 7. And this plus 1, once you have taken this minus sign, and if you are introducing a bracket, this plus sign will now change to a minus sign. And this minus sign here will change to a plus sign. Okay, so now what happens? Now you see, this is x minus y, and this is also x minus y. So now we write this 5y x minus y minus 7 x minus y. Now we can take out x minus y. So from these two, if we are taking out x minus y, what are we left with? From 5y into x minus y, you're taking out x minus y, so you're only left with the 5y. And from 7 into x minus y, you're taking out x minus y, so you're simply left with a 7. Now you convert to normal brackets. Okay. So I hope this is clear. Three, 1. Given expression, a square b minus ab square plus 3a minus 3b. Again, we group the first and the second together. Okay, so from the first two, what is it that you can take out? What is the HCF? You have a square a, you can take out a. You have b square and b, so you can take out b. That means you are taking out ab. From a square b, if you're taking out ab, you're dividing a square b by ab. So you're only left with an a minus ab square divided by ab will give you a b plus. Now from the third and the fourth, you see the 3 is the HCF. You can take out 3. 3a, if you divide by 3, you're going to get an a minus. And from 3b, if you are dividing by 3, you only get a b. So now are we getting a minus b here? Yes, we are getting. So now we can take out a minus b from these two. A minus b from this entire one, if you are taking a minus b, what are you left with? You're only left with ab. And from this entire term, you're taking out a minus b. What are you left with? Plus 3. So this answer is a minus b into ab plus 3. So this has been factorized. Okay. Next one, 4-1. Given expression 6xy square minus 3xy minus 10y plus 5 is equal to. Now again, we'll try with the first and the second, third and the fourth. Okay. So from the first and the second, among 3 and 6, the HCF is 3. Among x and x, the HCF is x. Among y square and y, the HCF is y. So 3xy you can take out. Now from 6xy square, if you're taking out 3xy, 6 divided by 3 is 3. X divided by x is 1. We don't write that. Y square divided by y is y minus. Now 3xy. From 3xy, you are taking out 3xy. So you're only left with a 1 minus. Now 5 and 10. The HCF here is HCF of 5 and 10y is simply 5. Introduce brackets. Now remember there's a minus sign outside this bracket. That means this plus sign will change. This plus sign will change to a minus sign. Now see this 10y. From 10y, if I'm taking out 5, so I'm dividing 10y by 5. So I'll simply get a 2y. And from this 5 here, I'm taking out 5. So 5 divided by 5 is 1. Right? Here there has to be a 2 because I've wrongly written as 3. This should be a 2y because see here 6 divided by 3 will give you 2. So now we have 2y minus 1 and we have 2y minus 1. So I can take this out. 2y minus 1 into, now from this entire expression, if I am taking out 2y minus 1, I'm only left with 3xy. And from this entire expression, if I'm taking out 2y minus 1, I'm left with a 5. So this is 2y minus 1 into 3xy minus 5. Okay. So I hope no questions till this part. We move on to the next one. Here, say 5-1. Given expression here is x square plus xy 1 plus y plus y cube. Now see, it looks like there are 3 terms here. 1, 2, and 3. But if you multiply this one together, you will get 2 terms, which makes it 4 terms. So we'll multiply first. So you have x square plus xy into 1 is xy plus xy into y square is xy square plus y cube. Now we've got 4 terms. Now we'll group them 2 at a time. First and the second. From the first and the second, HCF x square and x. HCF is x. Open. Now from x square, you're taking out x. X square divided by x is simply x. Plus from xy, you're taking out x. So xy divided by x is y. Plus now among between y square and y cube, these 2 terms, what is the HCF that you can take out? You can take out a y square, the lower power of y, right? And what are you left with? From xy square, you're taking out a y square to simply get an x here. Plus, sign will not change here because you see there's a positive sign outside this bracket. So therefore, sign will remain the same. And from y cube, you're taking out a y square. So that means you're only left with y cube by y square, which is y. Now see, you're getting x plus y and x plus y. So therefore, our grouping was correct. So x plus y, you take out. What are you left with? From this entire term, you're taking out x plus y, you're simply left with an x. And from this entire term, you're taking x plus y, you're only left with a plus y square. So your answer is x plus y into x plus y square. Okay. Let us try out the next one, 5-2. Given expression here is y square minus xy into 1 minus x cube. Again, you see there are 3 terms, but if you multiply, you'll get 4 terms. So y square minus xy into 1 is minus xy, and this minus minus will combine with each other to give you a plus sign to get x square y minus y cube. Now there are 4 terms. Now we try the first and the second, third and the fourth. So between the first and the second, you see y square and y, you can take out a y. So you are left with y square by y, which is y. Minus from xy, you are taking out y, you're left with an x. Plus, you have x square and x cube. The HCF is x square. You take out x square. What are you left with? From x square y, if you're taking out x square, you're only left with a y. And because I have a plus sign outside this bracket, this minus sign will remain a minus sign. And from x cube, if I'm taking out this x cube by x square is x. So y minus x. Now you see how you're getting a y minus x and a y minus x. So therefore our grouping is correct. So I take out y minus x. And from this entire term, if I'm taking out y minus x, I'm only left with a y. And from this entire term, if I'm taking out y minus x, I'm left with a plus x square. Your answer is y minus x into y plus x square. These two are the factors. Okay. Okay. So moving on to the next one, 7-2. Um, 7-2 is also same. Let's try out 8-1. Given expression here is AB x square plus y square minus xy a square plus b square. And you see, it looks like there are 2 terms in this algebraic expression. But if you multiply, you'll get 4 terms. Okay, so let's multiply AB with x square. So you get AB x square. AB with y square. So you get a plus AB y square. And minus, and there's a plus sign here. So minus and plus combine to give you a minus xy a square. And this minus and this plus sign combine to give you a minus sign xy b square. Now you're getting 4 terms. So which one will you group now? Should I group the first and the second? Can anyone tell me which one should I group? Should I group the first and the second? See, if I group the first and the second, I will get back this. If I group the second and the third, I will get back this. Therefore, I cannot group the first and the second here. That means my next choice is grouping the first and the third. So we take the first and the third together. So AB x square minus xy a square. Now we take the second and the fourth. AB y square minus xy b square. Now what is the HCF of the first two? You see a here and you see a square here. So you can take out an a. B is not there in both. So B you cannot take. You have x square and you have an x. So you can take out an x. So what happens? From AB x square, you're taking out a and x. What are you left with? You're only left with a bx. Because if you divide AB x square by ax, you'll get bx minus Now xya square, from these two, from xya square, you're taking out ax. That means you are taking out from a square, you're taking out 1a, so you only left with a single a. And from this x you have already taken out, so this will not be there. This y is left, so only left with a y here, right? Plus. Now let's look at the second, third, and the fourth. A is not there, so you cannot take out a. B and b square is there, so you can take out b. Y square and y is there, you can take out y. So what is left? From aby square, you're taking out by. So you're left with ay only. Minus, because I have a plus sign here outside this bracket, this minus sign will remain a minus sign. And from this one, xyb square, I'm taking out by. So what am I left with? Only bx. Now look, are these two the same? They don't look the same, but they are somewhat the same, because if you see, there's a plus bx here, there's a minus bx here. There's a plus bx here, the plus ay here. Sorry, there's a minus ay here. There's a minus ay here, and there's a plus ay here. That means the terms are same, they differ only in the sign. So what will you do? You will convert this minus plus sign to a minus sign. So I write ax times bx minus ay, and this minus plus sign I convert to a minus sign, by. And where I introduce brackets, because I have this minus sign outside this bracket, this plus sign will become a minus sign, and this minus sign will become a plus sign. Okay, that's it. So you have ax times bx minus ay minus by times bx minus ay. Now you can take out bx minus ay. From bx minus ay, you're taking out from this entire term. So what is left? Ax. And from this entire term, you're taking out bx minus ay, only left with a minus by. So that is your answer. Bx minus ay into ax plus by. Ax minus by. Okay. Let's do the next one. This one, interesting one, 8-2. Given expression here is ax plus by whole square plus bx minus ay whole square. Now this is a plus b, this is a plus b, and this is a minus b. So we'll expand first by a plus b and a minus b. Although there are two terms, you cannot take anything common between these two, right? These are two different terms. So therefore we expand. We use our identity, a square plus twice a b plus b square. Keep it within curly brackets. Plus here you have a square minus twice a b plus b square. Okay. Now you simplify. You have a square x square plus twice abxy plus b square y square plus b square x square minus twice abxy plus a square y square. Now you open the brackets. No sign will change because you have a plus sign here. So in the second part, all sign will remain the same. A square x square plus twice abxy plus b square y square plus b square x square minus 2abxy plus a square y square. So what happens? Plus 2abxy minus 2abxy will cancel. You're only left with these four. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There are four terms. So now which ones to group together? You check these two. Anything in common between these two? Nothing is common. So therefore, we don't group these two together. Then we try these two. Anything is common between these two? Yes, x square is common between these two. So therefore, I will group these two together. So let's write these two together. So you have a square x square plus b square x square, right? And what is left? B square y square and a square y square. Let's group these two together. Plus b square y square plus a square y square. Now you see, from the first two, you can take out the HCF is x square. What are you left with? From a square x square, you take out x square. So you're left with a square only. From b square x square, you're taking out x square. So b square x square divided by x square will give you a b square. From these two, you take out the HCF y square, b square y square. You take out y square. You're dividing b square y square by y square. So you're simply left with a b square. Plus, similarly here, you're only left with an a square. So are these two the same now? Yes, they are the same. So let's write them. Let's write a first, a square plus b square plus y square times a square plus b square. Now these two are the same. You can take a square plus b square out. You take a square plus b square out. So from this entire term, I'm taking a square b square out. I'm only left with x square. From this entire term, I'm taking this out. So I'm left with a plus y square. And that is your answer. A square plus b square into x square plus y square. Fine. I'll stop here. Any questions till this part?